If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe. Today I am playing Asgard with Thor as the leader, Enchantress, Angela, Loki, and Nebula. Really looking forward to playing Asgard. They're always really fun to play. They're really hard to beat. Nebula is kind of the wild card. I love playing her, but sometimes I regret it. So we'll see how it goes. My team tactic cards today are Trip Up, Seeing Red, Rainbow Bridge, Odin's Blessing, and Sibling Rivalry. The only card of these that I've really never been able to pull off is Sibling Rivalry. I've tried to before and it's just never worked out, so that's the one I'm really hoping I'll get to use. Really looking forward to this game. This is the first time we're using Deadpool, or Andy's playing Deadpool, so I'm interested to see how that goes, and I think it's going to be really fun.
This week, I'm giving X-Force another try with the addition of Deadpool joining the ranks. So we have Cable leading it, Sabretooth, Wolverine, Deadpool, and rounding it out with Mr. Sinister. Now, I wanted to add Domino, but the points weirdly didn't work out because I needed one more. Mr. Sinister, I didn't play him as well as I wanted to the first time. So this is kind of a redemption story of sorts to see if I can do better with him and do better overall with the team. So I'm curious to see if I can do that. Asgard's a hard-hitting team, but I'm going to give it my all. My team tactic cards are Forced Extraction, Exceptional Healing, Chimichangas, Yoink, and Pretty Sneaky Sis. So 3 of these came with Deadpool, and I'm very curious to see how well they play. Chimichanga, I heard, is going to be kind of a controversial because of what it can do, but in this game it seems as much of a liability. I'm going to play it as long as I feel I can get away with Deadpool keeping it and Enchantress not stealing it. Yoink and Pretty Sneaky Sis, if they come up, I'll definitely describe them. Exceptional Healing is always good for keeping any of my healing factor people alive. And Force Extraction, it's a way to help me get some easy genetic tokens onto Mr. Sinister at the beginning of the game, especially when I have some potential healing factor people that can heal themselves after they get it. All in all, like I said, this is going to be a tough game. I'm going to give it my all, and we'll see how it goes.
Round 1. I have priority. Moving Angela there.
She's very scary. Big base and big blades.
I think her ribbons scare me.
Her ribbons are
Or
scary.
they're mesmerizing.
They are. They are very mesmerizing. And they get strategically placed in combat, I guess. All right, so
I did not get the...
you didn't find the core.
I didn't find the core.
All right, so force extraction. Doing that on Sabretooth, Deadpool, and Wolverine. They're all within range 3, so I get one genetic sample from each. They each take a damage. In theory, this should be fine because they all have healing factor, which is the only reason why I did it to all 3 of them. Then I moved Mr. Sinister up to grab that portal. I didn't want him in the front lines again this time, so I thought keep him there, keep him safe, keep him secret, keep him safe. That's it.
Okay there, Gandalf. Alright, Loki. I haven't played Loki in a really long time, so we just watched the second episode of Loki, so we thought, let's play him.
Indubitably. Yes.
And again, didn't find it.
He needs some new tricks. Alright, Wolverine. So Wolverine, just going to march right up the middle. Going to grab that core. He's going to get this. Why? Because he's like part animal. He can smell it. Okay, maybe not. So he doesn't get it either.
Good try, Andy. Okay, there's Thor.
This is a hilarious conversation if you could actually hear what she's saying.
Yes, I'm like trying to figure out, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he can fly. He can just go over the truck. I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot. Not at all.
Sometimes I'm a little oblivious, you have to admit. I think this goes on forever. I'm like, oh, how do I get the best angle? Oh.
And ironically, the first thing you said was, oh, he can fly, though. So you said it and you forgot it, I guess. But that's right. You figured it out.
Yes. I was concentrating on other things. And Thor will definitely get it. He's a god.
He is a guy. Nope.
No.
Nope. All right, so now Sabretooth, he's my long mover.
I can't believe you didn't cut some of that out of me
Well.
trying to get him around that truck.
I thought everyone might enjoy that footage. All right, so I'm going for the core. I thought it was more important to get the core. Okay, not get the core in this case than it would be to get or deny her the point there. So, but alas, it wasn't to be.
All right, so at this point, I thought about going for the core, but I'm like, I need at least somebody getting a point here. So I leave Enchantress there.
That's scary. All right, so Cable. He's up. He's a slow mover, but he's got a little trick up his sleeve called Body Slide. So that's what I'm going to do. I do a body slide. Get him move up.
I always feel like he's at the club or something. Body slide.
The electric slide. Yes, but not the electric slide, the body slide. So, more like maybe a slip and slide or something. I don't know.
Okay, Nebula. And obviously Nebula is not an Asgardian, but, you know, she hangs out with Angela, I guess, and I'm guessing, I don't know.
They're gal pals.
They're gal pals, and she's joining the team for today. So she's attacking, is that Wolverine?
Cable.
Or Cable. Not too bad.
No, and since I'm contesting it, you get your assassin. She is so scary if you've got an objective. Deadpool, yeah! I've been wanting to get him on the field. He is just all kinds of fun, and his card is hilarious. So let's see if I can make him work. All right, Deadpool. You are my last hope. Surely, the Merc with a mouth will get the core. I know he will. No, we failed. Every one of us failed this game or this round. That was flippin' hilarious.
I know. It was really kind of
Do
sad.
you even dig, bro?
Sad and pathetic.
It's sad and pathetic. So the score is 2-2 as we go into round 2.
Round 2.
All right, so now we got to do the power rolls. If you're within range 1, if you roll a wild or crit, you get +2 power, but then you get moved by your opponent. As demonstrated here by Enchantress. How does it make you feel?
Not too bad because she got 2 more power. So she's feeling pretty good.
She does not need more power, that's for sure.
Alright, so Angela is going to try to find the power core.
Still nope.
Still nothing. So she decides just to attack Sabretooth instead.
You should not take that frustration out on the cat.
Alright, 3. You blocked 0.
Because he was trying to nuzzle you in an affectionate way, not attack.
I see. He doesn't look very friendly.
Look, his arms are out because he wants a hug. That's... You don't get much more friendly than that.
Angela's not buying it. Alright, another Sword of the Stars. So 4, and you blocked 1.
Exceptional healing? That might have been a mistake.
So I throw... Was that a truck? A trailer?
Trailer,
I
yeah.
throw a trailer at him, you know, like people do.
As one does in these situations. I forgot she could throw. And she has a lot of power, so yeah, she just... she dazed him. So now it's Wolverine. Come on, Wolverine. He's going to search for that core. He totally has this. You don't got this, dude. Alright, so... Here, I have to wonder what I was thinking at the time. I'm going to just go straight towards Enchantress, as one does when they have horrible Mystic Defense. Made sense at the time. What I was thinking was I was going to try to contest that portal and then force her to go after him, in theory. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Maybe she was enchanting you even though it wasn't her turn.
Right. Yay! You got it, Thor. Good job, buddy.
Thor got it.
He's even raising his arm triumphantly. Like, I've got it, guys! Over here!
Okay, so I move him up.
Okay, well, look what I found. Shut up, Thor.
I'm not sure why I didn't charge unless I didn't have enough power. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. And you block 2.
Yeah, you didn't have enough power.
Okay. So now I'm going to throw him.
Oosh. Speaking of throws, I throw this truck using Omega level threat at Thor. Again, as one does in these situations. So he couldn't throw it. That was mainly the big reason. But it doesn't hurt that she just took 5 damage. So, yay. And then I'm going after Nebula because I honestly think she's the bigger threat here. She hasn't gone yet, and she is an assassin. So I figured go after Nebula. She only has 4 health at that. But it doesn't matter because I missed... Well, she blocked all of it, actually. That was very frustrating. So I'm going to do it again because I really do not want her attacking Cable. And I totally jacked that roll up, too. So, yeah. No dice. I forgot she was incinerated. That was my own fault. But we remembered after this.
Okay, so I'm playing Sibling Rivalry, which I've never got to do before, and it's really not hard to play. I just have never had Loki and Thor together to play it, I guess. They've always been on opposite sides.
That was really devastating. You just staggered Cable.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. So throw Loki, you roll 2 less dodge dice, and then you're staggered. And then what is this attack?
You just attacked Deadpool.
Okay. Now, Frost Blast.
First attack was good. This attack, not so much. Because I know karate. So yeah, these rerolls are from his ability, I know karate. So you get a reroll 1 attack and 1 defense die. So now I'm going to go up to show Loki how much I know karate. With a strike to the face. Let's face it, now he wouldn't go for the face.
This is where I should have used Trickster. And I didn't, which was really not bright of me.
Well, that also depends on me rolling well, which we'll about to find out how well I rolled. Oh, no.
I know, you're doing
Thor. I think I was going to go after Loki, but I decided to go after Thor so I could get the core. And you rolled 2 crits again. So, I have my X-Force reroll, Wetworks. And then I have, I know karate. So, not enough. He is doing just fine and dandy, and I do not have that core.
Okay. Enchantress is going to attack Wolverine.
Again, what was I thinking?
What? 1, 2, 3. I can't see what that
That's
one.
a
okay,
hit, I
4. So you blocked 1, so there's 3.
Yeah, that was my fault, bad.
Okay, I'm using Siren's Call. And I think I do that because I want to use my second action just to move closer.
Yeah. And then you're like, take these peasant tokens. All right, so Mr. Sinister, I'm kind of limited on my options here, but luckily his genetic splicing attack is range 4, and Angela is just in range with her big old base. So...
Rude.
I'm just pointing it out. It's those ribbons. She has all kinds of ribbons floating all over the place. So, genetic splicing. And here is where... so, I shouldn't have done that. Because of your ribbons. Your living ribbons say don't modify dice. So that was our fault. We caught that. We know I'm not supposed to reroll that dice.
Okay, so Nebula's using an action to... And this is also where I forgot about my leadership ability.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And now she's going to strike Cable.
He was basically on death's door. Well, not death's. Dazed door right at this point. And you got him. You dazed him. So yeah, you took out Sabretooth and you took out Cable that round, and you have the core. So that was a really good round for you. But this game is not over yet, because I've got the secret weapon that is Deadpool, and we will see how well I can apply that.
Say, Nikki,
Yes, Andy.
guess what time it is again?
Giveaway time?
It's giveaway time. Oh, who is this? Oh, you can probably see a little bit, but wait until the end of the video to find out how you can win this totally not Deadpool box set. We'll see you then.
Yeah. So portal power rolls, but I've got initiative this round. But first she's going to move Mr. Sinister, which just seems kind of mean because he's not really doing anything in this game anyways. Why?
He's looking very pale.
He's got a skin condition. We don't make fun of people like that, Nikki. Deadpool too. I mean, that's good. He needed power. But when you're slowed and you've got no charge, that's where it really hurts. If I had been a little closer, I could have used a team tactic with Cable that would have allowed me to move within, I think, range 2 of him. But alas, that was not to be. All right, so Cable versus Thor. He's got that core, and I need it. So we're going to throw a plasma rifle blast in his face.
But his face is really pretty, so...
And it must be, because I must be mesmerized by it. It's like such wonderful hair. Such bulging biceps. I can't hit that. But I will throw a bulldozer at it. Now, we forgot Loki's ability would force me to pay an extra power here. So, yes, he did not have the power to do that. Or maybe I did. I had just enough power to do that. So he's dazed now. Now I'm going after Loki. And I was just saying to Nikki, why did I do this? I should have gone after Nebula. She was by far the greater threat here. So I didn't do anything to Loki, and Nebula is right there. In fact, Nikki was making fun of me for not attacking Nebula.
I mean, making fun of is a strong word. It's kind of like, why are you not attacking Nebula, fool?
What the fool?
Okay.
Now she's going to punish me for not doing that.
2, 3, 4, 5. You've blocked 2 so far.
But you rolled really well, so that assassin ability is just fantastic.
Good. And that was shock sword attack, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's her best attack, and she moves within 1.
You stunned him.
Yes. Okay, so now just a strike.
I am using the telekinetic shield here.
Okay, 3, you block 2. 4, you block 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you rolled.
You block 3, so
Look at all those skulls.
still took 2.
So I'm still around.
Barely.
Barely, yeah. Deadpool is going to come up.
Okay, this is where I should have used Trickster.
Yes. So I am going to do the, I guess it's called duodem poke. I'm sure there's some kind of joke to that, but I don't know what it is. But that's his most powerful attack on his healthy side. And that's a good attack. I mean, yeah. Yeah, this is why Nikki's like, why? I didn't expect her all that well. I don't think she did either. So, yeah, I just, with Wetworks and I know Karate, I just dazed Loki.
He's even more annoying on his damage side.
Yeah, this is where we realize what his ongoing power was, and it's going to come bite me in the butt.
Because I don't think I've played him enough to have even known that.
No, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. All right, Angela. Andy's just throwing dice everywhere.
I'm trying not to step on our cat. So I should have done this round 1, or round 2 when I got attacked. I'm doing Untamed Force, which is his retaliation attack. It's a claw slash, basically. Never mind.
Okay, Sword of the Stars again. So you took 3.
Yeah, I am hanging by a thread at this point. So now I'm going with Wolverine. I only have really one option as far as I'm concerned, and that's the best at what I do. So
You just shook Stagger, right?
I shook Stagger first, and then I'm going after her. Still slowed. So here we go. Best at what I do. What's nice is if you roll wilds, they count as 2 hits, not 1. And that's what I'm counting on here. And I did pay 2 to remove enchanting, because I needed her to take some damage. I just cannot say how awesome that is. If you've listened to me before, you know how much I can't stand Enchantress. To be able to pull that off on Enchantress, that's 8 damage. I just dazed her.
I blocked 2.
She blocked? No, it's pierced. You didn't block anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's Sabretooth again, who is barely alive here. Now, luckily, he does have the healing factor, which will slowly heal me up, assuming I can survive after this round. So I've got plenty of power. I'm going to do Savage Predator. It's his most powerful attack. I wanted to use the one that allows me to add dice to it, but I just couldn't afford to do it, assuming that I couldn't take her out in one hit here. So I rolled really well. I did realize that I can't modify dice with her this time around. So we remembered. We are learning. So that was a really good hit. I did not pull off Claw Slash, unfortunately. So I'm doing a second Savage Predator. That allows me to pull off Claw Slash. But she's dazed at this point. But why are we just sitting here, Nikki?
I don't know.
Because you just used Odin's Blessing. So yeah, 1 damage. But I did get Claw Slash off. So there we go. And she didn't block any of that. So she is finally dazed. Thank goodness. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And now Mr. Sinister. He's just going to move back to where he was at the beginning of the round. Just going to wave hi to everybody. Wow. So that round really went my way. This has been a crazy game so far, and it's only going to get crazier. So here we go on to round 4.
Round 4. Thor's rolling. Enchantress. Angela.
Yeah, you've done either really well or not good at all there. Depends how you want to look at it, I guess. Whereas I keep on rolling Mr. Sinister. So
I'm not sure it was very smart of me to move Mr. Sinister where I did, because
I was happy.
Yeah, it invited you to attack people. I was kind of thinking in my head, I can attack him now. I was going to get you away from that anyway, but... Okay, Thor.
Now for the most anticlimactic battle of all time. Yeah. You just throw me and KO me. Oh.
Yeah, he only had 1 stamina left.
So you have the power core again.
I have the power core again, as it should be. Quite honestly.
I don't believe that.
Okay, so Loki and Thor are going to play Trip Up.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you do really well against a team one turn, the next turn they have all that power.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. All right, so the great thing about Trip Up is if I do any damage at all, he'll get Stagger, and I think Stun too.
Yeah.
So 4, and you blocked 1.
And I rolled the crit, which I shouldn't have done. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter. He's dazed.
So now you're throwing a hammer at Mr. Sinister.
Hammer throw.
Hammer time.
So 1. That was miserable. Hammer missed.
Can't touch this, Nikki.
That was a dad joke. That was awful. I guess Father's Day is Sunday, right?
Yes, indeed it is. All right, Sabretooth is going after Angela here. Those 2 crits are very nice, but and I turned one of them into a hit. So 1 damage. Now it's Savage Predator. That's a great start. So I am definitely getting Claw Slash out of this. But I guess Bully for me, she took 6 damage, which KOs her. Good job, Sabretooth.
Bad kitty. All right, Enthrall. I had a lot of luck with this one last time because I rolled 3 wilds, which gave him slow, stun, and stagger, I think.
Yeah, and I can't be stunned, but I got staggered and slowed.
Right, staggered and slowed.
So you'd rolled another wild.
So you're slow.
Again, it's already
Again. Oh, you're already slow. Okay.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters at this point where you are.
I really want to know what she's doing when she enthralls, because this is really hurting right now. And you just dazed him. Alright, so Mr. Sinister's coming up. This is cool. I have 3 genetic samples. I unfortunately have that shock. But I have enough power to pull off the disintegration attack, which is an area question mark based off how many genetic samples you have. In this case, I have 3. I could have used 1 to remove that shock, but then I'm pretty sure Loki would have gotten out of the way, and I wanted her to get hit. So, starting with Nebula. This is where we realize I can't roll crits because of Loki. So, sad panda time here. I only do 2 points of damage to Nebula. Now on to Loki. And 1 damage to him. So now on to Thor. And horrible roll there. That should have been such an awesome attack. And it could have been without if you had let me have my criticals. So I kind of annoyed you.
Alright, so moving Loki over there. Want to make sure he's enough out that he's still causing more annoyance to Andy.
And it does. Range 4 is long.
Alright, Nebula's shock sort of assault. She doesn't have her assassin ability right now because he's not holding an objective.
He's not a high value target.
But you still took 2, it looks like. Is that right?
Yeah.
And 1.
Shouldn't have done that.
No, none. Oh, that's right.
But you caught me. You're like, nay, nay, nay. So I took 2 damage.
You should have just taken 1, it looks like, to me. Am I miscounting that?
Yeah, I took 2.
Okay.
All right. Wow. Roller coaster. You did really well there. All right. This is round 5. Yeah, we forgot to roll for the portals. That was our mistake. But you know what round 5 means, Nikki?
What does that mean?
Maximum effort time. So, starting with Deadpool versus Thor, maximum effort. Get your chimichangas ready. But we're not using that card, so sorry. All right, so that's my maximum effort is starting out well. I know karate. Really good attack there. So I hit her for 5. And I rolled a wild. You know what that means, Nikki?
No.
Dance party! So we're going to do for the dance party. So what happens is you move them. Anybody within range 2 takes 1 damage. So Nebula and Thor both took a damage from that one. Now it's time for more maximum effort. Another dance party. Yeah, so I know karate. Does not help me that time. I am out of range of Loki. That was part of the reason I moved the way I did. And that actually is enough to KO Thor. So I have the power core on Deadpool now. I'm going to dance party myself over there because I do not want to be too close to Nebula. And I want to stay out of range of her.
She has a name, Andy.
Miss Amora if you're nasty.
Alright, enthrall. So you block 1, 3, so you took 2.
Yep.
That was a weird way of saying that, but I'm exhausted. Alright, enthrall again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This was really good on your part.
Good.
Yeah, because Wolverine was probably going to...
And this is where you get the stagger and all that stuff too, but
Yeah.
is KO'd?
He's KO'd, yeah. Yeah, which is, like I said, really good on your part. All right, so Mr. Sinister, I am going to start with a little bit of movement because I'm in range of Loki still. Now I have to get rid of that shock. If I had done it where I was, I would have had to pay 1 power to do so. I don't now, so now I'm engineered perfection. I get to remove that shock, and now I can attack for full damage on Nebula, because Enchantress is already gone. So genetic splicing, man, just Nebula has lasted way too long in this game. And unless I can roll well, or you don't roll well. Okay, actually that took you out because of dance party. So, well, it dazed you.
Yeah, it dazed her.
So she is dazed. So now I'm using genetic negation, and I'm using such fun little playthings on Enchantress. So she's rooted, and I moved her. So now it's Loki's turn.
No, Loki's just staying there, I think.
As is Sabretooth. And that's it. This is going fast. We've got 1 round left. I've got the power core, and anything can happen. It's a super tight game. All right, I've got a card that I've been waiting to use since the beginning of the game, and this is, I think, the perfect round. Pretty sneaky, sis. Means you've got to be within range 2 to attack me. With the power core, that's going to be essential. Now we're doing the power rolls. Loki, of course, doesn't. Deadpool, of course, does. The 1 round I don't want him to. Mr. Sinister doesn't, ironically, and neither does Sabretooth. So you're moving him so close to Nebula. Why would you do that?
I'm hoping that Nebula can get that core back. Well, or at least make him drop it. So she'll have Assassin. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. You block 1.
Yeah, Deadpool's actually pretty beefy on this side, though. And that was my I Know Karate reroll. Didn't do me any good.
One, 2, 3. You block 2. So I think you only had one
left. And I moved. We agreed that there was no way she could have caught up with me, so we decided to call it the game at that point. With a bare minimum, I won 18-14.
And that brings us to our giveaway. So Deadpool, Hydra Bob, and a taco truck.
The taco truck is the best.
So to win this, all you have to do is comment and
Be a subscriber.
And tell us who your favorite Marvel comic character is, and would they make a good team up with Deadpool?
Because as we know, Deadpool has teamed up with everybody and their mother in the MCU. I'm sorry, not the MCU, in Marvel Comics, including some people's mothers, because that's just Deadpool. So who would he make a good partner in crime with, and are they already in the game? So
Yep, and then so our next game that we play, which probably will be next week, I'm assuming.
Maybe, yep.
We will announce who wins the same way we did last time.
We'll do the drawing next Friday,
Yep.
and then the video will release shortly thereafter. I will say, if you've already won, we'll probably skip to the next name. Does that sound fair?
No.
What?
It's anybody's game.
All right.
I'm sorry.
She's the boss.
Jason can win again.
Jason.
I hope that Jason has his
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch, because it had to go all the way to New Zealand, and I've been tracking it, and the last time I heard it was in Japan. So that was like several days ago, so hopefully it's made it there by now.
Hopefully so, and hopefully you're enjoying them. But again, anyone, and as you can see, we will ship anywhere in the world. So good luck to all of you. So any final thoughts on this game?
It was a good game. I mean, Asgard's really hard to beat.
They are so hard.
I am not the best at playing them, and I still, like the last time I played them, I made lots of mistakes, and I still won. So,
I think the way she worded it earlier was, I played them badly, and I still beat you. So that's kind of like you kind of suck too.
No, no, but it's just really hard to beat Asgard, I think.
They're very hard.
And then you came back really strong, and I made it.
Let's just talk about the one thing that brought me back super strong. Honestly, the thing that kind of gave me hope again, and that was 4 wilds at the best at what I do on Enchantress.
Yes, that
revitalized me. I went,
that totally, yeah.
That was awesome. She couldn't defend against any of that. So that's, again, when will Andy learn? You don't lose the game the first couple rounds. It's round 3 or 4, you can start to cry.
He's got a hard head.
I've got a very hard head. So that's why she loves me, right? Yay. So
it's funny because he's the cool one in real life.
it's just the games. The games they get right here. And maybe that's it. It's because I can be calm, cool, collect with work, family, and everything else, but when the game comes up, it's like, no, the world is ending. But yeah, generally I'm like, no, the zombie apocalypse is here. Orderly fashion outside.
Yes.
Grab your shotgun
Everyone
and
have
aim
their
for
buddy.
the head. Yeah, get your battle buddy.
Get your battle buddy.
Everyone have their partner. Let's go. So, but
And
anyway.
I'd be like, oh my god! And we're playing games. I'm just like, why are you upset?
And I'm throwing dice. So yeah, we make a great partnership. So
I guess.
that's why we love each other, right? So. She still hasn't said yes to either one of us. So.
Yes.
Well, anyways, I'm not sure what we're going to play next week yet, but we will figure it out. I don't believe the next release for June is not coming until the week after, I believe, in the U.S. I know a lot of you already have the Falcon, Captain America, and the Amazing Spider-Man and Carnage and all them, and that would be awesome. I just don't think they're coming till a week from Monday for us. So we'll have to figure that out, but hopefully it'll be a fun and entertaining game.
Yep.
We still have a lot of fun people that we kind of want to experiment around with. And other than that, we very much appreciate you watching.
And we'll be doing our drawing.
We'll be doing the
Next
drawing
game.
too. So until then, hope you're having a safe summer, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.
Bye.